Welcome back. You're watching FBC News. Government will be investing heavily into sports and youth in 2013, including the formation of a National Sports Commission.
And social cohesion. Until now, Fiji has had several sports development programs that were largely unconnected and uncoordinated. This needs to change. So we are providing a new allocation of $1 million to set up the new National Sports Commission to oversee and coordinate sporting development throughout the country. $4.2 million will be directed to Fiji Sports Council to assist with the upgrade of the National Stadium to international standards. Once completed, the National Stadium will enhance Fiji's ability to bid and host regional and international sporting events. This will develop sports tourism. We will invest $2.7 million in an ambitious program to set up new integrated sporting facilities in rural communities with, of course, the assistance of the Chinese government. Under this program, in 2013, 3 integrated sporting facilities will be built at Wunindawa, at Senganga, and Rakiraki. And in 2014, an additional 3 will be built on Ngau, Kandavu, and Korvo in Teleu. The constructions of these integrated sporting facilities will give those in the rural and maritime areas access to amenities which are currently only enjoyed by those living in the urban areas. We will commit $490,000 for varying sporting activities, such as outreach programs, sporting tours, hosting of international tournaments, and sports scholarships. We will also provide an extra $200,000 to develop sports grounds in rural communities. With respect to facilities for youth, we will allocate $220,000 to upgrade the Nalemba, Nangere, and Singatoka youth training centers. Finally, we will continue to support the National Youth Band in 2013.
The Fiji Road Authority will be boosted by the $422 million allocated to them in next year's budget. This is an increase of $182 million. This is to carry out a major road improvement in the country, including bridges.
We need overseas companies to not just fix our roads, but to pass on skills to Fijians. Early this afternoon, I signed 3 5-year road maintenance contracts with foreign companies, all from New Zealand, to begin work on major road improvements across the country. These companies will bring new technologies and methods and will provide long-term solutions, not temporary fixes. They will give us better results and a better return on our investment. 2 companies will work in the Central and Eastern divisions, 1 in the West and 1 in the North.
Better access to healthcare is central to the government's plan, given that the country's health services is not as good, given years of neglect. The government is determined to improve this with their 2013 budget.
We have allocated an additional $15 million to the Ministry of Health, totaling $167 million. These funds will allow the ministry to cover operational costs and improve existing services, equipment, and infrastructure. Continuing professional development and training is important to ensure that our medical staff is up to date on current practices and procedures and receives specialized training to further advance their knowledge. We have allocated $900,000 for the in-service training program, which provides continuing training for our medical personnel. This will go towards covering the cost of both postgraduate studies and overseas placements for our health caseworkers. We will continue to upgrade the standard of medical and non-medical equipment in our health facilities. This year, we have allocated $6.9 million for this purpose. In particular, we have to be smart about how we maintain our expensive medical equipment to reduce the number of breakdowns and to ensure that we get the most of our investment. Our medical equipment will now be serviced by professionals, and $900,000 has been allocated for this purpose. We have budgeted $2 million to purchase vaccines that are essential for reducing child mortality, including those for pneumococcal bacteria and rotavirus. We have also allocated $800,000 to fund public awareness programs to reduce the prevalence of non-communicable diseases. The excise duty on both cigarettes and alcohol will be increased to 10%. And to give Fijians access to a more healthy diet, we will reduce the duty on imported vegetables that are not grown locally to 5%, which matches the rate on imported fruits not grown locally.
The Women's Ministry has been given an additional boost of $550,000 to implement the Women's Plan of Action. This is to provide more women with skills and education to provide for themselves and their families.
This will help fund income-generating projects, legal literacy training and empowerment programs in decision-making. In addition, $150,000 is allocated for the constructions of 4 women's resource centers in Serua, in Namosi, in Ra, and in Madhuata.